Hello, everybody. Hey, it's Ken Faulkner. Got another knife video for you. I put out my fixed smaller fixed blade collection earlier, and I filmed that yet last night. But then I thought, I'm doing this daily carry of the smaller knives, and actually, you really look at this knife. This is the Kershaw Leek. It's really not that small in length. We got a full 3 inch. Maybe this is slightly under three for those places that can't do it. Do the longer 7 inches overall ish, but it is thin. It is very thin, which is great on the slicey side and great on the carrying side. And that's a lot of what people have issues with the larger knives. I think, a lot of times it's thicker behind the edge. This one's got that hollow grind, super thin. Yeah, the thing about this one is that I haven't carried it that much, and I did kind of carry it today. Well, I did carry it today, but I got out some paper and checked it out, and it was tearing the heck out of that paper. Fortunately, in my backpack, I carry to work every day. I got a strop, and I got my field sharpener. So I just kind of stropped it up a little bit, and it definitely made a difference. Let's do some cutting here. It's not perfect. Definitely could use to get on some serious sharpener to really clean up that edge. It's 14C28N steel, so it's not bad. And yeah, you can see it's cutting pretty well. But the thing is, I was using it throughout the day, different things. And one of the areas this thing really shines is that if you're opening something, I was opening some food, I was cooking some stuff for dinner tonight, and I had some bags to open up, and that tip, just like you just gotta put it in there and you slice it, and it just like laser beam. It's very, now I wouldn't use it for any prying, that's for darn sure. Would not want to pry with this thing, but yeah, it's thin and slicey, and it's got great blade geometry with that hollow, even though look, you see how thin that is. Let me see if I can pick it up on the, I mean, we're talking about pretty much a 1/16 of an inch. I'm not gonna get the calipers out, but it's close enough to a 1/16 of an inch. So it's definitely, now it is assisted, and not my favorite assisted knives. It's funny because I saw an interview with the guy from Off Grid Knives, and they do a few assisted, and then obviously you got the Kershaws and other brands that will do assisted. And the reality is they sell a lot of these knives, and that's what he was saying. Is that just the everyday average Joe that wants a knife for work or whatever, they're working someplace where they need to have a knife. The assisted is a popular thing now. I think it's when you get into the collectors, and I try not to be harsh towards non-collector stuff at all. And this knife worked great today. I was carrying it. It's got these tiny little thumb studs, But the thing is that you don't need much when you got that assisted. And they also work as the blade stop there, kind of like a hinder kind of style. This is a Ken Onion design, USA made, 14C28, and it's got the steel handle material, the scales, I guess you'd call them. There's no liner in there, but it's just steel handle, but it's still really lightweight. I mean, not as light, not bug out light, because it's not FRN, but and another thing is about this handle. That's the kind of the downside I saw for me. And again, it kind of gets into that collecting thing because I like to fidget with knives. And then as you're moving it around and you're fidgeting, you're trying different. It's a little hard to get that middle finger flick, but you can get it. You kind of have to grab it like in this little area between your nail here and your skin there in order to get it. But it works because you just have to get it to that point where the assist takes over. It's got a flipper. That's kind of cool. I like the flipper for the little reverse thing. Flip it over for that the Slurpee thing, and you got it ready to go. Not that I would ever use a knife really. I mean, you might if you're like trying to put your initials, KF loves, in a tree or something like that. But yeah, I mean, as far as you know, this definitely is not something I'm going to use for self-defense. I mean, it could work. One thing, one good side about it in that way is that, I was like playing with this thing and like on the strop a little bit, and somebody came into my office, and I just closed it and I just kind of had it in my hand like this, and I was talking to him, and they didn't really notice that I had a knife in my hand. Now, if you're in a situation and you don't really, want to go brandishing a knife, right? Unless you really have to in a bad situation. But sometimes, if I'm in a case like that, I'm walking in a dark area, maybe that's a little sketchy, I'll have it in my hand. I'll just have it in my hand and be walking along. And, something like this it just kind of disappears in your hand. You don't really see it. And it's ready, you don't have to worry about getting it out of your pocket or anything like that. But that is a good side, but it is very slick. And then as you're moving around from one deployment to the other, there is a chance that you could drop it. I didn't actually drop it, but I could feel that it just didn't feel as, because it's just so slippery that it didn't feel like I had a lot of confidence. But like I said, I didn't drop it. Another thing is the clip, obviously not deep carry, which is not a big deal for me. I mean, I'm fine with it sticking out of my pocket. Let everybody know you got a pocket knife. But it does cover about almost the entire, when this thing is closed, that clip is like almost the entire length of the handle. And then when you're going to put it in my pocket, when I'm going to put it in my pocket, I usually will slip this part in and then find the clip. But you don't really have that much room between getting this in the pocket and getting that clip on there. And it's kind of unusual. It works fine. The clip works fine. These are inexpensive knives, $55-ish. Yeah, it worked well. Yeah, if for cutting, doing that little tip cut, it's like, and it's in. That's kind of cool for certain types of cuts. It's definitely you can pinch with this one. Definitely, you got that tip for any kind of tip type stuff you want to use. I can get 4 fingers on it. Like I said, it's not really that short of a blade. It's just thin and light. And it's not even as light just because it's got the steel handles. So, but yeah, I picked it as one of my carries. And yeah, I mean, I do carry this every once in a while, usually as a backup. Today it's a primary. I got the lock on there, but the lock doesn't work anymore. I don't know what it is about it, but I never really cared for the lock, so I don't really care about it. I hardly even remember that it's there. It's got a little lanyard place, but I don't think, usually when I want a lanyard, it's because I can't get 4 fingers on there, and I pretty much can here, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to up my. I got the old Work Sharp Precision with just the very basic one because it was inexpensive. But I think I want to get the Pro. It's on my list. It's kind of like that sea snake I was talking about the other day. From Artisan Cutlery. That's been on my list for so long, and that sharpener has been on my list for so long. But then I think about $250, and I think about what kind of knife I could buy with it, and that's kind of a problem. And then when you can take a knife like this and just strop it and pretty much get it right back where you want. I mean, I'm not able to get hair cutting, and that's where I really want to be with my knife sharpening. So it's not quite to that point. Can't get anything off of that, so it really needs to, and I kind of do want to get that Pro, so we'll see. If I do, I'll probably talk about it on the channel. I'm sure you guys have seen it before, but I'm just sharing my whole collecting thing, and that's kind of part of it, right? All right, so that's enough for tonight. I'm tired, and I hope you guys had a good day, and I hope tomorrow is just as good, Wednesday. Oh, if you were wanting to get in on that Mallory, I looked at it earlier today, Mallory Designs. He's got a pre-order that he's putting out. You can go check out his website. It's a little hard to kind of navigate to, though. And I got to it, and I was about to do it, and those pre-orders just like drive me crazy. I'm waiting for my wingspan right now. I don't think I can do more than one at a time. Got a couple of things coming in on Thursday, and that's long enough of a wait for me. You know, when you start doing the pre-orders, it's got to be something pretty special, and I don't know. Still thinking about it. If I can get it done today, I can get it at that $150 price tag. It's $175 after tomorrow, so, or after today. So anyway, just in case you were interested in that. All right, there's the leek. Passed the test. Worked really well, and yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you on the next one.